Hi guys, I'm Mom Bird Benny. I am mom to 15 in the pediatric NICU right now. That was a little dinging behind me, in front of me actually. And so these meals that I am going to go over is the meal plan for the Wells house. So part of my family is in the Wells house. It really depends how many people are there on any given week. So I would say like maybe average 8 to 10 people. So these meals are going to be for those people. I am doing the pantry challenge. So we are pretty much eating from what we have already. So we brought stuff down from our main house and we brought that down to the Wells house so that we would have these meals. Some of the stuff also will go to the Ronald McDonald house, but at Ronald McDonald house they do usually get a meal a day on most days that they are able to get from Ronald McDonald house. It just depends as far as allergies and who's there and who isn't there, if they can eat that meal or not. So yes, these are the meals that we have, and that's about it. I don't know. Can't think it through. So there's 8 to 10 in the Wells house, then there's a few at Ronald McDonald house, and then I am here at the hospital. I am trying to keep my budget in $50 every week. So I'll have $50. I'll probably like rotate that at what place it's going to be spent. So every other, so like the Wells house would have $100 a month, and then the Ronald McDonald house would have $100 a month. And we'll just kind of rotate that back and forth and see how that works. I think pretty much for this menu, I'll only need to buy sweet potatoes, cheese, sour cream, and then I'll probably buy some fresh fruits and vegetables. I think that I will talk about snacks and lunches and that type of stuff in a separate breakfast, lunch, snacks in a separate type video. This is just for the meals, the dinner meals, supper meals for the month. And then I'm just gonna tell you how we're gonna like rotate through the other types of things and what I have on hand and what we'll be eating for the other meals in a separate video. Okay guys, so today I am going to go over my menu for the month of January, and this is going to be for the pantry challenge. So I have it written all out here on my notebook that I purchased at CVS up the road because I realized I had no paper and I was like writing on paper towels. So I ended up organizing myself a little bit better by having a notebook. So these recipes are things that we personally have. So whatever you're gonna do, just do it from stuff that you have. So for this here, the only thing that I can see potentially that I would need to buy would be potatoes, sweet potatoes, and cheese. So let's go over this. So chicken, rice, day one would be chicken, rice, green beans, and applesauce. We have the home canned green beans, home canned applesauce, a big 50-pound bag of rice, and then we had chicken in the freezer. Chicken broccoli casserole. I will just read that off for you guys real quick what I am going to do. I'll read you the basic recipe that I had, and then I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna tweak it for what we actually have. So the first recipe, the recipe for this is 2 cans of chicken, which I'm using 2 quarts of chicken, and then 4 bags of broccoli. I'm doing mixed broccoli and then like a mix that has like cauliflower and carrots, I believe. I sent this over to my daughter. I don't know exactly what they have, but they might have all broccoli. And then, so the original is cream, the 2 cans of chicken, broccoli, 2 packages of cream cheese, 1 package of mayonnaise, and 1 cup of mayonnaise and 1 cup of sour cream, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. Mix all that and then put cheese on the top. What I am going to do, or what my daughter is going to do, that I'm tweaking for things we have, is we're doing 2 quarts of the canned chicken, mixed vegetables and or broccoli, whatever we have frozen, 4 bags of those, 4 1-pound bags of those. We don't have cream cheese, so what I decided that we're going to do is we are going to do 4 containers of cream of soup. We do have some of those that we can use up, and then 2 cups of mayonnaise. So we're going to mix those 2 together and then mix it in with all the stuff, throw our seasonings in there, throw it in a bigger than 9 by 15 pan. What size is the standard size? 9 by 13? It would probably make 2 of those. She's going to do it, and then I'm asking if she can take some pictures so you guys know what we actually eat every week. And then we're going to top that with cheese and bacon bits, if we have bacon bits. I don't know if we do or don't, but I think we have cheese. I bought bacon bits last month, but I think they're at a different house. So we shall see if she has the bacon bits there or not, or if it's just the game of who has the bacon bits. Okay, so then the third is going to be sweet and sour meatballs over rice. I already have the meatballs in the freezer. We're going to have those over rice, green beans, and applesauce, both home canned. So the fourth is going to be chili. We are going to make that. So the way that we do that is 1 pound of hamburger, and then we add beans to that. I'll see, I think I had a video on how to make chili before. Basically, then I'm going to add my beans and cook that down. I saute it in the Instapot, add the beans to it, which are dry beans, cook that down in some broth, and then I add seasonings as well as salsa to that, like our home canned salsa. It's super easy. I think I have a video already, so I'll try to link that in the description box below if I do already. If not, I'll ask my daughter if she is able to make one, and then that will be coming out soon. So on the 5th is going to be turkey, and which will be Sunday, will be turkey and mashed potatoes and carrots. And then for Monday will be cream of turkey soup. And then let's see, Tuesday is going to be rice bowls. So basically cooking rice, and these rice bowls are going to have chicken, leftover fresh veggies, sweet and sour sauce, and sauteed cabbage. So basically like just have rice in one dish, you know, the meat in another dish, and then all the leftover vegetables from the fridge to be able to use those up. And then saute some cabbage, which we have home canned cabbage, and then do a sweet and sour sauce to put over that. So those will be rice bowls, chicken, and then we have Wednesday would be pork chops, mashed potatoes, green beans, and applesauce. I think she probably will do maple mustard pork because the daughter who's there really enjoys that, and the pork chops don't have any seasoning on them as of yet. And then let's see, for the 9th, which is Thursday, sloppy joe casserole. So, and then sweet potato fries and pickles. Let me see, I'm gonna go over to my other page for the sweet potato, for the sloppy joe casserole. Okay, so I'll give you the basics with 1 pound of hamburger. I will probably do this times 4. So it's 1 pound of hamburger, half an onion, 1 tablespoon of garlic, and a can of tomato sauce or 1 can of tomato sauce, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 1 can of water, and an 1/8 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So that's all going to get cooked up, and then I will add, so I would like saute the hamburger, cook that up, add the other ingredients, and then I would add 1 cup of rice into that mixture and cover it until the rice was done, and then open the top and then cover that with cheese. And then that would be the casserole, and that could be served over sweet potatoes or baked potatoes or mashed potatoes, whatever we have. If you wanted to have it over something, you could have it over bread, however you want to do it. So that would be the sweet sloppy joe casserole. So for us, I have sloppy joe casserole, and then I have sweet potato fries, and pickles. So the pickles are home canned. Sweet potato fries, that's one of the areas I would need to purchase the sweet potatoes. Friday the 10th is going to be a freezer meal. We still have some freezer meals left. Saturday is going to be red beans, salsa, rice, and applesauce. that is so simple, but that is one of our favorite meals. So let's see, basically all I do is I cook up the red beans in the Instapot for, I think it's 50 minutes. I'm gonna cook those up, and then I'd open it. If there was a lot of excess water, I would like just kind of scoop the excess water off of the top, and or if you wanted to, you could drain the whole amount. I cook both my rice and my beans in broth instead of cooking it in water, just for the nutritional value. So I will be cooking the, or my daughter will be doing this in a broth, usually beef broth we would do for this. And then I would add 2 cans of homemade salsa, just stir that up, and that's our red beans. If I need to, I would add either tomato powder or tomato paste if it was too watery. However, and then that would be served over rice, and then we'd have applesauce on the side. Yes, it's kind of a heavy carb meal, but oh, it's so good. Anyway, so then the 12th is going to be a pot of chili, and then Monday would be chili over sweet potatoes, cheese, salsa, and sour cream. And then the 14th, Tuesday, would be rice bowls with pork instead. So last week was the chicken, this is going to be with pork. So that would have sauteed vegetables. So instead of like having a bunch of raw vegetables, I'd be taking whatever like tidbits of, say, like I cooked green beans on the side, whatever those side vegetables, and if we needed to add other vegetables from our canned goods, saute those up real quick into like a stir fry, and that could be served like along with this rice bowl and sweet and sour sauce. And then on the side we'll have beets and pickles. So the 15th is going to be chicken and rice and green beans and applesauce. We have frozen chicken, so however they want to do it. Maybe like Creole chicken is a quick and easy one, or barbecue, so just dump barbecue sauce on it, or make a homemade barbecue sauce. Creole chicken, we just melt some coconut oil if you feel like melting it. If not, if it's soft enough, you just rub it with coconut oil and then put Creole seasoning on top of it and bake it in the oven. Yum. You could also do that with lemon pepper. So just a quick whatever we have, chicken with rice, green beans, and applesauce. So on the 16th is going to be hamburger dish, and I will get that recipe for you. It's not even really a recipe, just kind of what I wrote down for my daughter to follow. So basically you're going to take oil and onion and hamburger and mix that up. Add a tablespoon of garlic, some salt, pepper, paprika, 2 teaspoons of chili powder and garlic powder. That is for 1 pound of hamburger. We are going to need to probably quadruple that recipe, giving it to you for 1. Then we're going to add half a cup of rice to this, 1 cup of broth, 1 cup of tomato sauce. Cook that all together, and then I'll actually have cheese on the side. So this will be served over potatoes and or sweet potatoes. So this would be served over, and then we would top that with cheese. Let's see. So sweet and sour meatballs for the 17th is going to be sweet and sour meatballs over rice and green beans. And then 18 is going to be chili, sweet potatoes, cheese, and sour cream. So nothing in this menu is being used more than twice. So we don't like to eat the same thing every single week, but twice a month would be perfectly okay with us if it's something that we have. So I can foresee us needing to buy cheese and sweet potatoes. So the 19th is going to be chicken with mashed potatoes and carrots. Then the 20th is going to be chicken pot pie, which is going to be, so those were chickens, like whole chickens with mashed potatoes and carrots. So whatever's left over from that, we'll boil the carcasses down, and then we will have that to make the chicken pot pie. So chicken pot pie and pickles. On the 21st is going to be chicken rice bowls like we had at the beginning of the month. So empty the fridge of fresh fruits and vegetables and sweet and sour sauce over that. Let's see. The 22nd is going to be pork chops, mashed potatoes, green beans, and applesauce. The 23rd is going to be meat and gravy over mashed potatoes. So any, we have a bunch of steak actually. I think we might cut steak into thin strips and then make a gravy to go with that, and that will be over mashed potatoes, and then some veggies on the side. And all of these meals we usually serve with a salad as well. Just whoever wants to have salad, then they can have that. So then on the 24th is going to be a freezer meal. 25th, we're going to do red beans again and rice. So it'd be the red beans with the salsa and then the rice, and then applesauce. And then on the 26th is going to be meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and peas. The 27th is going to be the leftover meatloaf over mashed potatoes, and we're going to do like a gravy over that. Some people might want to do meatloaf sandwiches because that seems to be a favorite for some people. With carrots, peas, gravy, we kind of like mix it all in one. And then the 28th is going to be pork rice bowls with sauteed veggies and sweet and sour sauce with pickled beets and pickles on the side. Both of those are home canned. And then the 29th is going to be chicken, rice, green beans, and applesauce. 30th is going to be barbecue chicken over rice. So that's going to be like taking the whole chickens, taking the meat off, and making a homemade barbecue sauce. And that's going to be served over the rice. And then we'll have veggies on the side with that. And then the 31st, we're going to end out the month with sweet and sour meatballs, rice, and green beans. So I hope that helps you guys out a little bit for some inspiration for meals that we're going to have. My daughter said that she would be willing to take pictures of the meals, so and I'll try to put those out weekly, just what we're using and how much we're using of our food storage type stuff, and yeah, pictures of the actual meals rather than just my paper. So basically I have my paper like this that gives the list of meals, and then I have another sheet. This is stuff that normally I would just do, but I had to kind of mentally think of how much I would do things so that they had a recipe. So this has what I would do here, and then next to it, it has a number. So on my list of menu, I would take that number and put it over, so they know, like sloppy joe casserole, it would be sloppy joe casserole, and then say that's number, it is number 4, and I'd put a little 4 so they know that they could reference like how to do that on this page here. And I took pictures of both the pages so they have those, so they know how to do all that. So I hope this video blesses you and you have a great and wonderful day.